Valerie with SoCal Guinea Pig Rescue. I'm making a sort of last minute impromptu video here. I was not planning on filming this, but what I'm doing here is a bonding between my personal girls. What I have done now is I have created a giant space. Let me see if I can zoom out. So this is how I like to do intros. So this is my spare bathroom. This is essentially 7 grid by 3 grid. And if these intros continue to go well, they will be in here for at least 24 hours. Most likely they'll be here for about 2 days. I don't have any use for this bathroom, so they can certainly hang in here. I will have open-ended tunnels. I'll put some snuggle sacks in, of course, lots of hay, lots of, I'll put a couple more food dishes and water bottles, but this is what I generally recommend doing when you do guinea pig intros is have a huge neutral space, as big as possible, and keep them in there. If they're getting along, keep them in there. Do not move to the cage I prefer 24 hours. If you could leave them in here for 8 to 12 hours and then transfer them to their cage, that works well too. But I really feel like the bonds have a better chance of working if you can just leave them in this giant neutral space for as long as possible, because even if the bond's going well, they'll have little interactions with one another, and you want them to do that in this neutral space versus the cage. So because Paisley is the youngster, she's kind of a little bit of a troublemaker, but the other ladies aren't really reacting to her, which is what I want to see. So they've been together now, I would say a good 20-25 minutes. So I'm gonna just sort of let this play out and I will check back in. One thing I really should mention is that when I do intros, I always put just a big pile of hay or a couple piles of hay in the center versus like litter boxes or hay bags, because when you're doing intros, you just don't want to create anything that could potentially cause any sort of guinea pig argument. So having big piles of hay also makes them, like, they just love it. They love diving in, so it makes them happy. So my theory is that it makes them more likely to be more calm and relaxed. Well, that's a nice popcorn. If you're nice, you can just live with these guys full time, you know. Don't cause any trouble. So yeah, big pile of hay. This is what I recommend. You can see I've got a couple tunnels in here. Ivy likes to hide under blankets, so I've got that there for her. But yeah, piles of hay generally make guinea pigs feel super giddy. They just love it. So I feel like if they're in a better mood for intros, it helps. They've been together for an hour and we haven't had any instances. Everyone's napping. Paisley's there, Rosie's there, Ivy's still eating. But yeah, so far so good. So I'm just gonna keep monitoring, and I will check back in with you guys at a later time. So it is now a few days later, and I have moved the girls into their cage. They're in a 2x6 CNC cage. It's plenty big for 3 guinea pigs, but it just seems so small. I think that's because they were in like a 3x7 for a couple days, and they were in the playpen, the neutral area, for about 3 full days. So that's what I love to do for intros, if at all possible. I realize that I am a horrible advertisement for my plush piggy liners, because I do not have them down in this cage because I don't have any clean ones at this time, but I have a bunch of rugs, and that is an old liner that I made years ago. So I just thought I'd update you and let you know that the bonding went well, and these 3 girls are now a little trio. Again, mismatched. I mean, I like to show a beautifully matched cage with my plush piggy liners if possible, but with laundry constrictions, sometimes that's not possible. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. That was my bonding my personal girls video. And let me know in the comments below if you have any tips and tricks for bonding, things that have worked for you over the years. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye!